So Leké, this time 6 years ago, it was our first interview.
It was.
I don't even want to look
Yeah.
back at that because
My
a lot of
hair.
things were going wrong. Your
My
hair,
hair.
even me, I don't even know.
What happened, Lola? What happened?
Life happened though, and now we've moved on to bigger
Yeah.
and better things.
Yeah,
like
yeah.
the fact that you have a new EP out today,
Yes.
Unstoppable,
Yes.
amazing.
Yeah.
But you know what? I don't want to talk about the EP as of now. I want to talk about what happened before the EP, like the build up to that. Obviously, people that know you will know that you've kind of been silent just for a few months.
Yeah.
Can you just talk us through what's been going on in your life?
Late last year, I was undergoing depression, and that really sidelined me for a bit, stifled my creativity, trying to make use of my gifts and my talent, but I just felt naturally like I was losing value, and it led me to eventually, becoming, or I guess I would say, becoming and developing the thoughts and the contemplation of suicide. I was willing to take my own life. Yeah, I was in a really bad place.
Wow.
Yeah.
And when you say you were kind of contemplating suicide, how long how did this go on? Did you tell people? Was it just a thing of it just came out of the blue? What was the process like?
At first, no, because I was scared of what they would say. I was really, really nervous about what they would say, and I built this wall, and I built this sort of understanding in my mind that nobody would understand where I'm coming from. So I stayed quiet for a while, and it was really tough. It was really hard. Since he was saying they're amazing, I owe them so much. They opened their home to me, to just rehabilitate for a little while in December, and it was just the most therapeutic thing ever. My family just being so supportive during the process, just understanding me where I came from, no one making me feel like I shouldn't be. What's wrong with you? No one scrutinized me. They didn't make me feel any less of a person. I genuinely felt like just a barrage, just love coming from everywhere, from every angle. And I felt like I was in that intensive care unit, but that was the thing that saved me, got me out of, I guess, the building, or got me out of the sea, and then rescued me. So.
Yeah, you've talked about your friends and your family bombarding you with love. Would you say to anyone perhaps going through the same sort of thing at the moment that it's important to have people that you talk to and not close it off?
Do not suffer in silence. Don't do it. Don't do it. Because when you're feeling a certain way emotionally, and you're emotionally drawn somewhere, that's your guide. And if you're emotionally feeling negative, if you're emotionally feeling pessimistic, if you're emotionally feeling devalued, your emotions are only going to take you there. Nothing's going to drag you out. And you need that different perspective. You need that. You need the perspective of someone that's not in your shoes, someone that is in your that understands where you've been, someone that's overcome what you've been going through. But more than anything, you need someone that knows what your potential is.
Yeah.
If someone knows this is where you belong, they can drag you out of there, and they'll be compelled to push you and steer you forward to where you belong. And that's from a practical perspective in terms of people.
And obviously you talked about how you don't knock psychiatrists, but you didn't feel like that was what you needed to do.
Yeah.
I just want to go through that again. Would you say though that perhaps everyone's journey that's going through depression is different?
Yeah,
so would you say that? Would you say that this is the way that you should deal with it?
I would be very naive. I'll be very insensitive. I'll be very unfair to say that my journey is the absolute, is the ultimate. I can't afford, because I just connected, and I just felt like that was the plan. God has a plan for everybody, and his plan was for me to meet him then and there. What do I say to the person that has no knowledge of God the way I do? I refuse to to try and make it the absolute, but to exclude God from the equation, that I won't go for. I wouldn't say you should exclude him, and I wouldn't necessarily say that a psychiatrist or someone that's skilled or trained in that area, like, that can counsel you, is a supplement or an alternative. It's not. You know, God could use these people as well, and he does on a daily basis. There's people that he uses, but it just so happened that he wanted me for himself. He's like, hey, you come in. He cut out all the middlemen.
Yeah.
So yeah, in no way am I knocking them, but I'm just highlighting what God had me do on my journey. Yeah.
And obviously talking about faith.
Yeah.
What would you say to anyone who perhaps is watching this, who may be going through depression and is a Christian, and they're thinking, where's God in all of this? Like, where's God? What would you say to them?
He's right there. He's right there with you. He's in it with you. He sees your hurt. He loves you, and it's not even just in a, you know, I'm not trying to make this out in a very airy fairy way, but it's genuine. Like, he's fighting for you daily to keep you from doing something that cuts the road short. So waking up and breathing it should be a testament that he's still got you. Yeah, he's still got you.
And that's amazing, because to think that, you know, you said that you were feeling suicidal, you actually contemplated ending your life.
Yeah.
And then God pulled you out of that.
Yeah.
And then now you've made an EP.
Yeah.
That's kind of being hope and light to other people that may be going through that. So,
that's right.
you know, maybe perhaps you could say to someone even going through this, that there's always light at the end of the tunnel. There's always, like, imagine if you didn't come out of that and you didn't see that, oh wow, there's something waiting for me on the other side.
Of course, and it would have. I feel like the whole journey, like on the grand scheme of things, the whole journey, you know, led to this. This had to happen because this project needed to be birthed in a way, and I feel like God was there, and I went through what I went through, but it didn't kill me, which is a great thing.
It's amazing.